All right, we're going to take a look at surface area, and surface area is exactly what it sounds like. It's the area on the surface of a shape. And when we talk about surface area, it's the area of a three-dimensional shape. So here we have a triangular prism, and then we have 1, 2, and then we have some hidden sides. Back here is another triangle, so that's 3. And then back here is going to be another rectangle, so that's side 4. And on the bottom, the piece that it's sitting on is going to be side number 5. So there's going to be a lot of pieces to these, and some of them are going to have duplicates and some will not. So the first one we're going to be looking at is this triangular one. I'm going to erase all those crazy numbers I just put there. And when we're finding the surface area, we have to think about the shape we're finding the area of. So I'm going to start with this triangle that's right here on the front. And because it's a triangular prism, there's also a triangle back here. So we're going to have 2 triangles, and then we're going to find the area. So the area of a triangle is 1/2 the base, so that's 10, times the height of 4. Okay, so 2 times 1/2 is 1, 1 times 10 is 10, and 10 times 4 is 40. So both our triangles together have the area of 40. Okay, so I'm going to switch colors here. Now I'm going to find this rectangle. Well, that didn't work. Okay, and this rectangle is going to have the length of 3, and we actually don't know this side. So let's just say it is about 11. Okay? So if I'm finding the area of that rectangle, it's going to be 11 times 3. Okay, so I'm going to be adding 33 to this. Then we have the piece that's back here, and that one's really hard to tell what it is, but it has the side length of 4 and 3. So 4 times 3 is 12. And then we have the bottom, okay, down here, which is going to be 10 by 3. So we're going to have 10 times 3, which is 30. So then we would add all those values up to get the surface area. If I added that right, I think it's 115. And this is area, so it's going to be inches squared. So the triangular prism is probably the hardest one to do because there's usually different sides. They're not all the same shape. Okay, I'm going to go over here to this one. It's called a rectangular prism because it's made up of rectangles. Now this one's unique because this side, I'm going to call it the top, is going to be exactly the same as the bottom. Okay, think of a block of cheese or a tissue box. Okay, the top and the bottom are going to be the same. So this one's going to be 2 times 6 times 8. Okay, which gives me 96, I believe. Yep. Then I have this front piece. Okay, which is going to be the same length as this, so it's 8. And then this length here is going to be the same as this one back here, so it's going to be 14. And there's a back piece that's the same, right? The front and the back will be exactly the same. So 2 times 14 times 8 is 224. And then there's only one piece left that we have, and that's this side here. And there's a side over here that would match. So the left and the right would be the same. So that's going to be 14. And then this piece is the same as this piece. So this is 6. 2 times 6 times 14. Which is 168. So then those 3 areas would get added together. 96 plus 224 plus 168 gives me 488 and it's going to be feet squared. Okay, so I'm going to leave the next rectangular prism for you to do because it's exactly like that one. Let's look at this triangular prism. It's unique because it's an equilateral triangle on the front. All the sides are the same. So that means that if this side is 3, this is also 3, this is 3. Okay, so you have a triangle here, and then you have a triangle on the back. Okay, so we can't do this one because we don't have the height of this triangle. All right, so we're going to cancel that one. Let's go to the next page. We're going to do one of these triangular prisms, and then I'll leave the other one for you to do. So, they're both exactly the same. So we'll do the top one because that's the same as the other one. So if this side here is a rectangle, we would do 10 times 4. I like this one because you can see through this one. This is 6 by 4. This is 8 by 4. Okay, so let's find those. So this is 40, 24, and 32. And then we have the triangle. And again, I didn't give you, oh, we have all the pieces of the triangle. I just erased one of them. Okay, so now let's look at the triangle. The base is 6, the height is 8, and we have 2. We have one on the top and we have one on the bottom. Okay, so 2 times 1/2 times 6 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48. Half of 48 is 24, and times 2 would give me 48. So now I have 48 plus 40 plus 24 plus 32. There's a 2 there, which is 144. So this shape's area is 144 meters squared. Okay, so it looks like you have a couple rectangular prisms to do. You have 2 on this page and 1 on the previous page to complete to turn in this paper.